Hello and welcome to Luisa TV, where I share tools, tips, passion, and inspiration to inspire you. The theme for this week is my biggest lessons of 2020. Wow, what a year it has been. And I'm sure for you too, so much suffering, surrendering, sorrow, joy, love, fear, hopes, dreams. But I've realized in all of this and all these lessons that I've learned this year is that each moment has been a lesson. Whether good or bad, well, I guess they're all good because we're all learning. And what it's taught me is all these lessons is how to live a more full lived life. And when I was thinking about the lessons, I could divide them into two columns, and there really was, in a simplified form, the two polar opposites, love and fear. And in each moment, in each lesson, I had a choice. I had a choice to choose with my heart and choose love, or follow my ego and choose fear. Oh, don't get me wrong. I made so many mistakes along the way, and I went down the avenue of fear, but I came back. I came back to love. And I have to tell you, love and freedom and joy feels so much better. It's funny how we often follow fear, and fear is a tricky thing, and it makes us think that what it's showing us is real, when in fact it's so not real. This is the biggest lesson for me, and it's made me so much happier. I realize that in each moment we have a choice. In each moment we have a choice to how to choose to how to feel, how to act, how to be. In each moment of now, it's our choice, it's our birthright, it is our freedom. And you can choose and choose and choose again until we get it right. It's so simple. One feels good and one feels bad. Love feels good. Fear feels bad. It can only lead you on the path of sorrow. Following the path of love really leads you on your soul's purpose, on the right path, on a path of happiness and joy. So in each moment we have a choice, and negativity will come up, and it has come up, and it does come up. But I look at this as another lesson to dive deeper into my choices, to dive deeper into love, and to choose love and choose again. And this love I'm talking about, also another big lesson for me has been boundaries. I've learned to love myself more, and I've learned to say no more often, which has been hard for me because I am a people pleaser. But I realized if I'm depleted, I can't be a beacon of light, and I can't be of service to others or to the community unless I'm full, unless my cup's full, unless I nourish myself. And I've realized it's okay to say no, and not to worry what people think so much anymore. That's been another big lesson. I've realized the most important person is me, and what I think is the most important. So often in the past, I asked people for their views and points of view of what I should do, where I should go, what I should be, how I should act. And I realize now that I'm the best person to ask that. No one else knows what's better for me than me. People will give you their opinion even if they love you, but they'll do what's right for them. So check in with yourself and ask yourself what's right for you. And have the confidence and love that you have all the answers. I've realized also people will love you and like you, and some people won't. And both are okay as long as you love yourself. Another really important lesson is the thoughts and words that we say to ourselves are the most important thoughts and words we can hear and feel in the universe. So set boundaries. You see, the thing about setting boundaries is if we give too much of ourselves away as well, often we're regretful to the people we give so much to. And it's not their fault, it's our fault. So I've learned to set my sovereignty, and I've learned to honor myself, and learned to love myself, and I've learned to say no a little bit more, and I'm okay with that. Let's talk about fear and the ego, and it's such a funny thing. Fear, I now know, well, I've known for a while, but it still knocks on my door and tries to come in many a times. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It's not real. It's not true. What about the very real fear I had of starting Passion Harvest? I thought everyone my friends and family wouldn't talk to me. They probably think I was weird or strange or woo-woo or one of those hippie types wanting to speak with spiritual people, where in fact I wanted to speak with thought leaders across the globe to inspire you to live a passionate life. I was fearful in many moments, many weeks about starting Passion Harvest. Now I look back and I laugh. But at the time, the fear was very real. And I gave it permission. I've realized with fear, it can only enter if we give it permission. It's amazing with fear, if you just change your thought and change your perception in one moment, in one instant, your life can change. Your whole outlook on life can change. It's not that hard. You get to choose again in each moment. You get to choose. And I've realized now when fear comes up, I say, hey, that's not me. That's an old version of me that might have accepted that. I don't accept that anymore. So fear is the destroyer of dreams. Fear will take away your passions and rob you of love and embrace sorrow. Always choose love. It's so much easier. Love in the heart, it's such a easy way to be, but it's sometimes you're so vulnerable. We often think the heart can break, but I've realized the heart can't break. It's us that are fragile. We're the fragile ones. The heart can crack and be exposed, but it never breaks, and it actually, in fact, makes you grow a lot more. I walk a lot, and I was thinking how I was going to describe love for you. Sometimes I think too much when I'm walking, but I thought about love, and I was trying to describe love or think about it for myself, and love sweeps you up and sweeps you down. Sometimes it can offer you great riches, but also great sorrow. It can make you do things you wouldn't normally do, and it doesn't make sense to the mind. This is what love's about, and it's the ultimate act of faith when we can follow our heart. In fact, when we don't have a choice. And I was thinking about love, and I thought, when I gave away my heart, or have given away my heart, I'd never had a choice. In fact, I wasn't even consulted. And I look back and my heart has disappeared. Well, it hasn't disappeared, but when we follow our heart, when we live from this place, it offers us great freedom and has the power to make significant changes in our life. And this is what happened to me in 2020. I gave my heart to Passion Harvest, and it's born out of love. And look what a wondrous and wonderful and journey it's been for me and for you, the Passion Harvest collective community and audience. And this is how I try to live my life. I don't look about the end goal. I look at the journey, and I embrace each moment if I can. What a wondrous way to live for the moment. It's offered me such great riches that you can't buy or sell. It's offered me the love of the community, and it's offered me to be able to be of service to many, many people. And I've met those one-of-a-kind people, those once in a lifetime people that come into your life, that change your life. And with all my guests, I've met many more than many lifetimes could fill up. And for that, I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that I get to share it with you. And I know all of these guests in some way are an activation. In some way, you are receiving what you are needing from watching them or listening to them, whether it's a smile, a laugh, a phrase, a vibration. You're receiving something that you are needing from this. So many of you send me such beautiful letters of gratitude and thanks, and all of you, and there's too many to name, have really, really touched my heart. But I have to say, I'm grateful for the community because, and this is another lesson, the power of the collective. What fun would it be doing alone? It wouldn't be. How could I be of service if I did it alone? So it's you I want to honor today, and it's you I want to thank for coming on this journey with Passion Harvest and coming on the journey with me. Without you, there's nothing. So many of you ask me, how do I find my passion? And this is exactly how you do it. Think of love. I fell in love with Passion Harvest. Think of falling in love. Living from a place of when you don't have a choice. Surrender, be vulnerable. Take a jump, take a leap. Follow your heart and remove that ego and choose again. Don't allow fear to creep in. Always follow your heart. Now, I've done some steps in summary about the biggest lessons I have learned in 2020. Number one is love. It's real. It guides you on your highest path. It allows your heart to lead you, and always lead with love and kindness. Number two, fear. Fear is not real. Number three, be yourself. Never be anything but yourself. It's liberating, like dancing in the rain. Freedom. Number four, freedom. Recognize you are free right now, despite your external circumstances. This is your birthright. Number five, boundaries. Say no more. Say no more often and ask yourself, what do I want? Number six, trust. Always trust yourself and trust your intuition. Number seven, now. There is only now in each moment. We have a choice. We have a choice how to be, how to create, how to die, how to feel, how to be remembered. There's only now. And number eight, community. The power of others and the power of the collective far exceeds the power of an individual. It's much more fun to co-create. Thank you so much for listening to me. Always choose love. Think about all the lessons you've learned this year and your intentions for next year. I'm so excited, and thank you so much for listening. Leave comments below and I'll answer all of your questions, and I'll see you in 2021. Thank you so much. Bye for now.